Yes, we are now running into a crystal mini biome here. And we're also running into creepy looking eldritch horrors. Let's see. Go away. Hey there everybody, this is Hardly Barley. Welcome back to another edition of Starbound, Frackin Universe mod. When we last left off, we got the Master Manipulator, as well as a few of the other major matter manipulators that you could get toward the end of the game. And we also took a look at this thank you card that you get for completing the game. And now that we have actually completed a game, we have the option of exploring some of the post-game dungeons that both Starbound itself and the Frackin Universe mod add. There's also plenty of other planets we've yet to explore, both from the original base game and from the mod itself. So what we are going to do is we're actually going to go take a look at some of these planets. And in the original game, you only had planets that were from Tier 1 up to Tier 6. Frackin Universe ranks that up to Tier 8, I believe. And the original planets you had were Gas Giant, Moon, Ancient Gateway, Asteroid Field, Barren, Garden, Desert, Forest, Ocean, Savanna, Snow, Jungle, Mutated, Toxic, Arctic, Midnight, Tundra, Decayed, Magma, and Volcanic. Meaning, all of these other planets out here, such as, let's see, I wonder if we have them, Mountainous, Sulfuric, Proto-World, those are all, also Penumbra, those are all things added by Frackin Universe. So we have a ton to explore. And I was not joking in the last game when I said you could probably play the same universe for years on end and still not be able to actually go to every single star. Because look at our coordinates right now. This is where we're at. If we want to take a look at, say, let's go to, I'm not sure what the very end is. I think it's this. Okay, so if we wanted to go all the way to the very, very end of the universe, there we go. We can go to the end of the universe. And then it just kind of cuts off once you go so far down. And you can't go any further. So if we wanted to go all the way to the very end, we could. And up here we have extreme, like, just different danger levels. But Frackin Universe also adds a few new stars to the game as well. So we've got the binary star. Let's see, what else? Fiery Star was already there. Dying Star was one of them. Blue Star. Let's see what else we've got. I'm trying to think of the other one. I think there was like a dark or a black star was another one. And let's see. Can't remember if Red Star was one or not. But anyway, we have all of these different worlds to explore. So we are going to go view our ship, which is way back up here. And we're technically at a savanna. So let's try to find a new thing to explore. So first things first, we're going to go start with one of the basic worlds, the Lush World. And there's a lot of fun stuff to find in these. While we are headed that way, there's something else I want to show you guys. Regardless of what planet you land on, you can also take these. Where are they at? Are they in here? Probably have to turn admin privileges on to show you all these. But I think they're in here. No, they're not in there. Where are they? Ah, here we go. Terraformers. So, like in Stellaris, if you want to terraform a planet, that's what these microformers do. They're terraformers that transform a planet's climate into something else, be it Atropos, ancient forest, ancient desert, badlands, birch, cactus, all of these different things. Just, yeah, we have all these, including something unknown. That's another thing that we have. We have unknown planets in this game too. So that's one thing to take a look at. So we actually need to, now that we are in that star system, we need to skip on over here to, no, not the barren planet, but the lush planet. And let's go. There's also colonization aspects in this game. You can build buildings the same way you would in Terraria, and you can actually get people to come to your planets as well. That's the medium-sized planet. Ooh, we got blizzards, rain, snow, and luminous rain. Ooh, I like this planet. I think I want to mark this one for later. Yeah, I'm going to add a bookmark right there. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Yep, okay. Because I want to come back here. This one, I like the climate on this one, so I may come back here and turn this into a colony. So, down we go. So, Lush Worlds. If this looks familiar, it's because it should. Lush World was the first planet we started out on in this game. So, you are going to have very temperate areas, a lot of trees, a lot of smaller critters running around like rabbits, plenty of butterflies. On occasion, you'll even find livestock running around that you can get. The monsters here are very, very low tier. They're like 1 tier monsters. And they're easy enough to kill off. But the climate is also doesn't have much threat to it. You can find crops around here and there. Obviously, a lot of soil on the surface, easy enough to make fields. And another thing that is on every Lush World, just like the first one we started on, there's always going to be this door here to go back to the first dungeon if we wanted to. So this dark cavern. I'm sure you remember this. So, on any Lush World, you can go back into that little cavern. So let's beam back down again. And something I think you guys have probably already noticed, that every time you go down to a planet, it gives a name there. And so that's the name of the planet in the system. Also, there's some of these animals, they're wildlife, but they're not livestock. And some of these things, like these apple trees, there's a few other trees that you can do this from, but you can actually get produce from them. So, and I'll also go over different foods that you can get in the game. And you can get saplings from these trees, so you can grow them about anywhere that you want. So you can take them to a planet that they don't grow on at all and grow them there. Now, obviously, not every Lush World's going to have apple trees on it. Not every Lush World's going to have, you know, the flower blocks down here, rainforest flowers. It's different depending on which planet you go to, but you have potential biomes no matter where you're at. And that's actually something I'll back out real quick and show you guys. So, in order for you to see this, you'll just go over here, look at the captain's chair, hone in on the planet that you're at. Oh, I didn't mean to actually travel away from the planet. And you'll take a look up here. It'll tell you the planet type, and it'll tell you the surface biomes. Lush, obviously being the planet type. is its own biome, but you also have orchard apple. So that's, when you say orchard apple or orchard, I think pear, I think there might be something else too, but that means you're going to find those trees in which you can get apples from, or whatever. Obviously, the name of each planet is going to correspond with the system itself. So this is Alshane Bell, so we're at Planet System 2. So that's what we're going to find there. So anyway, let's go on back down to the planet itself. And we'll take a look at a few more things. You can find some half-built houses on these. Lush Worlds are an extremely good planet to build various colonies on because they're such low tier. You don't have to worry about some really high-powered monsters coming through and killing off all your people. Which is really annoying when you're trying to get, like, garden and stuff set up when you want crops to grow and you're trying to fix that, and then you just have some really high-powered monster come through and just knock you right off the map in the middle of all that. So, there's another thing with Starbound. There were some underground mini biomes, like Mushroom, for instance, but Frackin Universe has so many more underground biomes than the other one did. It has a lot of surface biomes and surface mini biomes that we didn't have in the other game. Like, see, if we're going down here, we're actually running into tar now. So that's what this stripy stuff looks like. That looks like it's kind of a knockoff from the 5th world in Super Mario Bros. 3. So, some of these biomes and mini biomes, they will list in the planet's description, but other times they won't. You can also find little underground labs and stuff here and there. If it's some big sort of settlement, like a Floran settlement or ruins or something, it will be mentioned in the planet description. And we're finding a bunch of bones. Bones, sand, slime, a few other kinds of blocks will slide and they will collapse on you. So just like in Terraria, you can drown under them if you don't have an EPP on. And obviously, once you get so far underground, the background changes. If you don't know how to get the background blocks, you just click the right mouse button while you've got the manipulator, the matter manipulator going, and that will pick those up. And obviously, if you have like certain places here and you have people on the surface that are sending you to find something, you might not want to clear everything out. But there are so many different planets that if you clear out one or two, it won't really matter. And we can just go through here basically all day if we want and just clear out all of this. And we've managed to found an avian area down here. Avian sarcophagi, temple bricks, all kinds of stuff here. But the thing about Lush Worlds is you only find like very basic minerals. So if you're looking for something like titanium that's just slightly up the chain, you're not going to find it on one of these lush planets. You're always going to find them in gentle stars. So that's your least tier star. And yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to that. We can go all the way to the bottom here, where we run into lava. This is probably the most dangerous area in the whole game. Is, you know, lava. At least on gentle stars, that is. And yeah, just like in Terraria, you cannot go completely off the map. You can walk underneath here for ages if you want, but that's it. And I like how this actually will cut through obsidian fairly easily too, so. Alright, so that's a Lush World, everybody. I just wanted to show you guys that, and that's all. Alright, and let's see. We've got enough time. Let's go ahead and head to the moon, too. So, we went to one of these earlier, but in one of the earlier videos, but we didn't stay there. Obviously, you're going to need a breathing EPP for this, and the planet type is lunar, surface biome is lunar. Now, the thing about the difference between Starbound and Frackin Universe when it came to the moon itself is they were just all flat moons. You had one lunar biome, which is basically this really empty space, and when you dug all the way down to the bottom, you just had rocks down there. Now, you can find all kinds of biomes in between the surface and the bottom of the moon. So, and sometimes those are not mentioned here. You can also find various weather on the moon now. So, we have small meteorites and luminous rain. You can also find new minerals on there. So, besides crystal Urchius fuel and occasionally iron, you can now find telebrium, plutonium. So, plutonium is also used as fuel. So, we're going to hop on down here on the moon and we'll take a look at it. And hopefully we'll have a moon that has one of those biomes underneath it. You're still going to have the Urchius monster chasing you. So, just be wary of that. And another thing I haven't talked about is gravity. And that's another thing that you can see in the planet's description is whether there's a lot of gravity or little gravity. The more gravity you have, the slower your character is going to be. The less gravity you have, well, the slower your character is going to be, but it's going to be more like they're floating most of the time. And let's see, crystal blocks, purple blocks. Yes, we are now running into a crystal mini biome here. And we're also running into creepy looking eldritch horrors. Let's see. Go away. Obsidian, black tar. All kinds of things. So obviously we're just kind of floating through here and collecting liquid Urchius fuel and regular Urchius fuel. Gotta watch out for the spikes. Moon dust is one of your biggest blocks that you'll get here. And in this one, apparently, we do have some core fragments. So that means we have a lava core in this moon. And apparently we also have some medieval stuff there. So yeah, this is a moon that has a lava core. And there you have it. That's what a regular moon and a Lush World looks like. So, anyway, we're going to go ahead and quit here. So if you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can check out more videos just like this when they come out. Alright, in the next video, we're going to head on to another planet and check that out. Okay, this is Harley Barley, signing out.